broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, hello! Welcome back to the AfterBuzz TV Foster's After Show.
Yeah.
We are so excited to be back. This is season 3, the first episode called First Impression, and it's so nice to see everybody.
Yay! We're back, everyone.
I know, I missed you. Let's do some quick intros, but before we do, if you have not subscribed on YouTube or iTunes yet, please do so. That helps us hear from you, but also helps us get found by other fans of the Fosters. We love that. And we also love communicating on Twitter all throughout the week, so let's do some intros and give our Twitter handles, and then we'll get right to it. I'm Jeffrey Masters. I tweet from Jeff Masters 1.
I'm Hannah Prichard, and I tweet from @TheHotShotDude.
I'm Stephanie Giorgi. I tweet from @Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram @TheStephanieGiorgi.
And I'm Jillian Leff, and I tweet from @Jillian Leff, and I will be checking your tweets throughout this episode. So if you'd like to tweet along with us, please tweet me, or you can use the hashtag ABTVFosters, and I will find you there.
And I think we're gonna have to start with a moment of silence for Jonner.
Yo!
R.I.P. baby. What?
Okay, the three of us were in tears.
Just
it
for the
was so
audio
heavy.
people, you're pointing at the ladies.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Real tears. Jeff Blackheart did not cry.
Right.
Just us girls. Holy hell. The scene between Jude and Connor's dad
Was so good.
feels. So many feels.
Yes. And I love that because I feel like Jude he's not always so emotional, and that really got to him. And then to see Connor's dad emotional with him, the one thing that really upset me was that I thought Connor was gonna walk around the corner and then see them and say, "Oh my God, I can stay. He understands."
I wish.
But then I forgot he had already gone. So that moment was unrecognized.
Oh, it didn't have to be, though. It was
It
just
didn't. And I know it was
beautiful.
important for the two of them, but it really hurt me that no one saw it.
I know.
Because that was a huge step.
Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting Connor to stay, but also part of me is like, if his dad talked to him, kids don't, people this age, they don't always process things like A, B, C. So I think he had his mind made up, and it's just, maybe he didn't believe his dad, maybe he did, it didn't matter. I think that's the child's mentality.
Right. Yeah.
So he's leaving. He's coming to LA. He's coming to see us.
He's coming to see us.
It was like the moment when Jude was like, school's not going to be the same. And Connor, I was like, hug. What are you doing?
Right.
When you're just that emotional with somebody, you kind of just want that sort of physical contact.
Yes, of
and there
course.
was none of that. And I was like, is this really how we're going to say goodbye? So for me, Connor's definitely coming back. I mean, we know that he's going to be returning in a month to visit his dad, but just from, my inside sources, he will be back in at least one episode this season. Where Jude and Connor stand, I have no idea. But also, young love is very fickle. We know that with the couples on this show. We totally stand for Jonner, but are they OTP? I don't know.
I'm really bummed, though, that we didn't get to see, a final goodbye between them. We saw, the bus stop with AJ and them, which obviously we'll get to later. But I was bummed that we didn't get to see a goodbye between our Jonner.
Right. Or at least a good, the hug that there was more affection between Jude and Connor's father than there was between Connor and Jude.
Yeah, I think the thing to remember too is that there's so many characters in the show.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's too many. There's it's a family and it's a large family, but the show is going to focus on other people this season. And I think that while a lot of the fans were obsessed with Jonner and still are, it's unfortunate that we do need shift focus because the end of the day, it's not a show about Jonner. Unfortunately, it's a show about a family.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I have a couple of tweets coming in right now. One from Jose Medina. Hi, Jose.
Hey, Jose.
he said that Connor was actually edited out of a lot of scenes, and then Jonathan Mangan also said that that Jonner scenes were cut out. So I don't know confirmation of that, but that's what the fans are saying, and clearly they read the blogs, they're on the message boards. I am not. So I trust you guys.
Right.
I think that makes sense that they didn't. Sure. We had we had the emotional moment with Jude and the father. We couldn't have had two.
Right.
Right.
Other big things were happening that I'm so hesitant to talk about.
Yeah. And as much as Jonner was important, the same way Jesus has already had 3 different love interests, and Callie and Brandon are. It's the same thing's gonna happen to Jude, and hopefully we can see Jude have some other interests or just see a different part of him.
I think they introduced somebody that I think will be an interest.
Who, Jack Downey?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't get that vibe at all.
I didn't get that vibe from him, but I just feel like it's a coincidence that here comes this guy who's going to start being friends with Jude, right, as Connor's going out. Like,
and
I
also
don't
the
know.
fact that Callie was like, he reminds me a lot of my brother.
Yeah.
Right.
He's different.
No, that was just to me, like, I'm taking care of him. He's like a young, like, foster child.
Yeah.
But I
He
think
also
that
seems scared.
he did seem scared. Yeah, I think it was like the pragmatic side of Jude that exactly what the line was. Like, I need other friends now.
Right.
Yeah, which it would be really nice if they used Jack as a new friend for Jude, just so he had somebody there for him as he's going through Connor being gone, and like they can have that bond over that.
I actually have confirmation. Gavin actually tweeted that they deleted some scenes that he shot. So there's our answer. There's our answer.
Sorry, Gavin. It's okay. We love you.
I would be hesitant too to see if this guy were to become a new love interest, because at that age, like, people don't like jump boyfriend to boyfriend to girlfriend to girlfriend.
Yes,
Right,
exactly.
that's true.
And it's nice. It's gonna be nice to see Jude be Jude and not be Jude figuring himself out. Let's just have him have a friend and be a normal kid.
Enjoy your life, honey.
Enjoy your life, exactly.
Yes, and you know who's enjoying their life? Callie.
Yes.
Hell yeah, Callie.
Now that she is like not representing herself in her like inner turmoil with her like dark colors and like hair up, she looks so good.
She
Girl.
does. Yeah. She has some stems on her. Did you see her in that like skirt?
Yeah,
I
because
was
they're
like,
not.
oh my
Because
god,
they're not dressing her in potato sacks anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
She really does
great.
have legs for days.
I know. They're like,
Yeah.
look, she's happy and she's dressing well.
Yeah, but I think it has to do with like, you know, she was like, they had sex at the end of the episode, and now she's like a woman, and she's like dressing womanly, and I feel like
feels
that's
sexy.
what I feel like that's what the writers were hinting at, because before it was like, you know, we were hyper focused on like her sort of, you know, just the drama surrounding her, and now it's like she had this moment and now she's a woman.
Right.
awesome.
I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that at all. I just thought.
I feel like it happens when some things change.
We've talked about this,
yeah.
Jeffrey.
Well, I just thought like she's worried about getting adopted for like the first 2.5 seasons, and that's like angsty, and she's representing it with her like dark colors and, as you said, potato sacks.
right.
Pretty much.
And then she's adopted, and now she feels better, which is crazy because you definitely see this in her character, how she seems stronger as well. You know,
Yeah.
like she said when AJ's like, "Is there a difference between after being adopted?" And she's like, "I just feel more secure, more safe."
Yeah.
And you kind of forget that it actually changes you inside when you feel that way.
At Cam's okay, she said Callie looks Amish towards the beginning of the seasons, which is
Just because of that, it's just.
it's just got a true.
I
got a true,
agree.
Got a true.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about the pact she made with Brandon?
It's not going to end well.
I don't. Yeah.
I agree, and yet though she like followed through and was very
Yeah.
open about AJ. What do you think, Hannah?
Well, I don't feel like they need to be doing that anymore, because now that they are technically brother and sister, as much as it sucks because they are Brandon and Callie and I love them together so much, and maybe a time will come for them, but like by having a pact or feeling like they need to tell each other certain things, it still keeps something else between them than just being brother and sister. It allows that to keep like living between them.
Oh, by having to tell the other person?
Yeah.
Okay, the only reason why I think that's a little bit okay was because they had sex with full intentions of being with each other.
Yeah.
So that's the difficult part, because it's not like, oh, we had sex and now you have to move away. It's we had sex and now we are related by law, recognized by the entire United States of America.
Yeah.
So
Anxiety.
it's and it's I think it's quite awful. I can't even believe how okay they are. So I understand Brandon saying that, just because I'm sure he doesn't even want to have a reaction in front of someone. Should they tell him, "Oh, you didn't know Callie and AJ are going out," and then he'd be like, you know, like what if that was his initial reaction, and it'd be kind of frightening because that's not what he wanted to see.
Did anybody else feel when she went in and like went into his room and closed the door? I was like, girl, don't close that door.
I know.
You are not allowed to close that door. Keep that door open.
Yeah.
You're gonna get in
Door
trouble. Yeah.
Stop that.
I will say, though, that while they are approaching 18, that makes me feel a lot better. But since we've now wrapped up the Callie's adoption storyline, it went on for a couple seasons. It didn't go on too long, I didn't think. But now they're officially brothers and sisters, as you said. But the producers in every interview have described them as the star-crossed lovers of the episode, of the series.
Of course.
And so it's not going to stop.
It's hard because, there have been crazy conversations on social media. The hardcore Bradley shippers. I mean, we love them together, and I know that a lot of the viewers know that. They know that Jeff is on the other side of things, and
for legal reasons.
Well, but actually, so we have a couple of tweets coming in about Brandon and Callie. Lily White, hi Lily.
Hey Lily girl.
She said, "I'm not a big fan of Bradley, but now that they're brother and sister, I feel like they need to live their own lives." And you know what? She's not the only person that's thinking this. I've seen people that were hardcore Bradley lovers being like, "Okay, this is kind of weird now." Now that it's official, I see it ending badly. I mean, now that we see that Callie is essentially living a lie, because she's going to be the face of this Fost and Found app, and she slept with her foster brother. It's just going to cause a lot of issues, and like we have seen from the past, Callie really bottles things up until they blow up. So it's just going to blow up.
But I hope that new Callie will do less bottling and more being open about her struggles.
I hope so.
Right. Me too, because I feel, or if I was a foster child and something like that happened to me, and if it got to the point where I did just need to communicate this with other people, I'd have to explain, no, this does happen. And don't forget that we're not blood related, and it's awful because I don't want to be that example, but also don't forget that you don't have to copy everything everyone does. Everyone's situation is different, and considering the circumstances, something happened, and it wasn't just to do it. The feelings are there. So, I don't know.
I just think it's so cool they're exploring the activist side of foster kids, because that is such a big recurring theme in actual foster kids. And so Fost and Found is just a great app.
Oh yeah.
I hate shows when they invent something and you're have to roll your eyes and let it go. But no, this could actually be very huge.
Yeah.
I think that's very cool.
I don't understand the investors' intentions.
I think it's bad.
I think it's definitely bad, but I don't get what she could be doing unless she's trying to get all the information and then copy the app and create one on her own. But then why would she
lie about contacting someone about that other kid?
Yeah, I don't.
She lied to Callie, and she said that. So I don't know why she would lie.
I don't even have a hunch.
Right, I don't know what her angle could be.
Well, I'm wondering if they're just trying to clear things out, because the foster system. Okay, let's say we were in the mindset of what is Sharon, the grandmother of Stephanie. You know how he's against the government and everything. I'm gonna put myself in an anarchist.
Okay, go ahead.
What if? Okay,
you go.
Role play, go.
Ready. So what if it was one of those situations where they just need to put these kids somewhere? The government's just trying to, put no one on the streets, whatever it is, what it is. We're going to pay these people good. Take these children off our hands. And if this is Callie kind of spreading awareness, what if this is a way of just kind of cutting her out, making this woman be the administrator, and then creating these rumors or bringing these things to light of Callie's life,
but
and then it ruins
her $50,000.
But that's just so that Callie can make her a part of it. I mean, who knows if the $50,000 is actually going to go towards her, or if it's even going to be used if the app is destroyed before then.
I would really, I think that's an interesting theory. I just really would hate to see an adult use a kid in that way.
But Callie's smart. She's almost an adult. It's not even looking at her as a child, and she has a good head on her shoulders. But I can see them wanting to just destroy that.
At Alan TV Guy said, "We'll find out that she works for a big company that places kids."
Right.
Huh.
I don't know. That's just a really crazy situation.
No, that makes sense though. I didn't really think about that. That makes total sense.
Hope that they're using Callie for her own means, as a role model, because they need a pretty face with a great story, and she's well spoken, and I want them to use her in that sense as the face, so it's not vindictive. I don't want her to be the villain, this Justina Marks.
Well, I think she is going to be.
Really?
Everyone, Lizette Escobar, she said she's planning on sabotaging Callie's plan to help. Why? I'm not sure. I guess it's because she if she works for the company that places these kids, she's not going to want someone contesting where they're being placed, because then it's more work for them. And
absolutely.
But the whole when they sat down and they added her as an administrator, like they obviously did that for a reason. And I think what we were supposed to believe was that Callie was going to turn on her computer and we were going to see all these changes made to the app, when really we just saw somebody knows about her sleeping with Brandon.
Right. Which they're alone in this cabin. Like, who could that be?
I've, again, no clue.
I don't have a single hunch. I'm just curious also, they, like, writers will set up things to then, like, to surprise you. I'm wondering if they're setting her up to be a villain so that, like, then at the end of the day we're surprised when she's like saving the day.
Right. Which I mean, ultimately that'd be fantastic and go for it if that's the case. But I don't trust you, girl. And I was right about Monte too. So
hopefully if she does become the villain though, that Callie catches on to it a little bit earlier on, and then they can shine light on what is wrong with the system rather than being defeated by it.
I think she will, because the way that she just, like, you know, she's like, okay, just don't do it with the Jack Downey. I can see it kind of blowing up, and especially because when Jack was first talking to Callie, he looked frightened and he looked so serious, and then she kind of stopped that from continuing. And I don't know, maybe they have their eye out on these problematic foster children.
So I'm So Bradley just tweeted, it might be about Liam, not Brandon. The court case was public.
That's a great
That's
point.
actually true. Yeah.
I was not even thinking about Liam.
I did think that, but when we were talking about it now, then I started thinking of what if it was during that interview when they thought that Brandon and Callie had something and she could have just made up the rumor.
Okay, props to you. Props.
Yeah. I'm So Bradley. Thank you.
I just don't think that this Justina is evil, for quote unquote, because I can't believe that they would think that one small person is that big a threat to throw this much at her at right now.
Right.
So we will see. We got to move on.
Yeah.
Let's check while we're on Callie. Let's talk about AJ. Does anybody remember where we left them at the end of 3A?
They had shared a kiss, and then Callie and Brandon had sex.
Yeah, I just remember her like slightly almost straddling him at that one party, like as she like walked out.
Was it the trampoline that kissed her?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was the last thing, and then they were okay. But mind you, AJ doesn't know about anything between.
Right.
So he's still in that mentality.
I can't believe he
Like
still
slow
knows nothing
budding.
about that.
I mean, no one should.
Yeah.
God, it's like it really is such a serious thing.
God, that sucks so much for Callie that like her first big love or whatever, she has to keep this like secret now.
I think for now, until she can speak for herself. So until she turns 18 and until she can defend herself, and it doesn't matter what other people say, it's just so important to keep it a secret because adults have the power to do whatever they want.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's not,
Right.
It's not new.
Her and AJ will have their date. We'll see. Or maybe they won't because AJ is running with Ty.
Oh, yeah. Date canceled.
I know.
Gotta go.
Here's the thing, though. We saw the sign on the bridge, right?
Excuse me?
The signal?
Yeah.
The brother's
yes.
signal on the bridge?
Yeah, we did.
I'm wondering if he left that for Callie.
I wasn't even focusing on that. I was focusing on the Arizona where they were going.
Me too.
Right, but right behind that is the emblem that he and his brother created, which Callie knows about. So I'm wondering if he left that sign for Callie to know that, like, he got on a bus.
He was
Are you
late.
thinking what I'm thinking?
He was.
No.
Oh, no.
You're not
What are you
thinking what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
I was like,
what are you thinking?
He ran to Ty. Like, he was the one that did the thing on the wall. And he had a backpack. And I was like,
exactly.
There should be spray cans in that backpack.
No.
Sorry, it was like all coming together.
I was thinking, isn't Wyatt in Phoenix, Arizona? I'm just thinking the like parade of Callie's exes who they come back to town like as a fighting team
Right. Oh, goodness.
to like defend her honor. I don't remember where Wyatt is. Sorry, guys.
I want Wyatt to come back for a little bit.
Wait, like Scott Pilgrim?
What?
Wait,
Maybe
have you
it just
ever
says,
seen
like,
the movie
crime
Scott
fighters.
Pilgrim?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so they have to defeat all of Callie's
Oh,
exes.
all the exes.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I forgot about that.
That's cute. I will say though that if AJ is leaving, which I think he is going to be gone for a lot of episodes, we know, right?
He is going to be gone for a lot of episodes.
I'm going to really miss his connection with Mike, which I think is so nice.
No.
Oh, Mike just keeps getting stabs in the heart,
I know.
man.
Well, I hope it doesn't affect him that much. I hope that Mike will understand that a kid will do what he wants to do and doesn't take it to heart.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because he's older, and I think Mike because he started something, he was going to finish it. You know?
I think he's going to take it to heart, though, because the conversation that he had with Steph about finding out that Ty was the one that hit the car, and he's like,
I almost have him.
I'm getting through to him. Like, please just do this for me, which also I feel like is going to cause so much crap between Steph and Mike. On top of the breast cancer thing, which I think will also affect their relationship. I just feel like there was so much dumped on us in this first episode that I feel like almost we're going to have some really, maybe like one boring episode to follow just so we can like get ourselves in check. Like, this is what's happening.
I know.
Because there was a lot of stuff that went down.
Yeah. It's like it was nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the car crash, I was like, oh, right. We're still in the middle of this storyline.
I've kind of forgot about it too. I was like, oh my God, where did we leave off with that? And
That's because Jesus left.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone has moved on, but of course, Stephanie being the mama bear, she was still affected by that. And it's and being a law enforcement, you want that person needs to know what they did and suffer the consequences for it. So that's what's frustrating.
The person who hurt your child.
Exactly. and potentially almost killed them. So it's a big deal. I mean, who knows? I think that for the next couple of episodes, we're going to start focusing on all of the storylines that they let us have preview.
Yeah. It's just going to make it even harder for Ty to come back if there's like a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah.
Also, Wyatt moved to Indiana, not Arizona.
Yes, that's where his mother lives. That's
Darn
where
it.
he's from. Yeah.
Thanks, Emma.
Y'all have great memories. I'm AJ. I wanted to say, the other thing about his relationship with Mike that I find so lovely is how unexpected it was. Like, Lena and Jude have amazing scenes that like warm my heart every time, but just the Mike AJ relationship kind of came out of nowhere in like a really nice, like, organic way.
Right.
yeah, they
I'm not
both
used to
really
that.
needed each other.
Yes.
At the moment that they met.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel really bad to say this, but if I was in AJ's position, I don't think I would want to stay with Mike after hearing this, because it would make me really uncomfortable to be around this family knowing that my brother almost killed them. You know, because I'm always going to have my brother's side regardless of me needing a family, because that is my family. So he
was so pissed.
I know. I mean,
He was so pissed.
Yeah, because it F's everything up. And
Yeah, you're right. And as much as he likes Mike and as Mike's been good to him, it's his blood brother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with Mike. It's just that, you know, look at the situation, guy. And he's old enough where that kid looks like he's smart. He was fortunate enough to have all these good influences around him to be able to move forward and get a job and kind of take care of himself. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't come back.
But I think that I feel like he absolutely has to, though, because even though he left and, you know, went with his brother, and it's completely understandable why that all happened, his brother being a part of the accident, it keeps them linked to the Fosters. You know what I mean? That even if he wanted to, like, side with his brother or whatnot and wanted to, I don't know, or not be with the Fosters, now they're, like, linked no matter what, because some sort of accident happened. You know
I think that AJ is going to be in 2 more episodes, I want to say, and we're actually going to have Tom on the show for one of the episodes that he's in. That's sort of like a big story for AJ.
Is it closer to the end?
It's closer to the end, yeah.
Nervous.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I've been working really hard on booking guests this season. Right now, a lot of them are clumped towards the end, so we're going to have to look forward to that. I'm talking multiple guests per episode, 2, 3, 4 people per episode. So you guys have that to look forward to.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to look forward to Steph's test results. I find the storyline to be very upsetting.
But it's like so real. Steph and I were just talking about it before the show. It's like you have 2 types of people that are really like vigilant about taking care of themselves, and there's people like me that are terrified about going to the doctors, and like you don't want to find out information. And I understand where Steph is coming from. She has a family to look out for. She was complaining about a $300 second mammogram. She doesn't have enough money to go to the doctor and to do all of these things, and she's putting her family first. And unfortunately, your body, you know, that doesn't register for your body, and you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So it really does suck that she sort of is going through this stuff, and she's going to have to get it removed.
It's almost just like the uncertainty of like what, as viewers, we just clearly we don't know what's going to happen. But she's our mama tiger, right?
Yeah.
It's awful, and you know, everyone played the part perfectly. Her mother is crying because her baby girl has stage 0, which thank God it's that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Lena Lena knows Stephanie. She's looking at her because she's like, oh my God, what is Stephanie thinking? And then Stephanie's sitting there like freaking out. And I'm just sad because this is, like, if I was Stephanie, my initial feeling is like, oh my God, my breasts are gone. I'm taking, they're gone. I would remove it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no question about it. I don't even want to hear about chemo. I don't want to hear about anything else. Take it off. I don't want to die. I have children. I have so much to do. Like, that's awful. And then now you know that Brandon is how it's gonna affect him in Juilliard. Why is he gonna want to leave his mother?
Right.
The kids also. It's just, That's really hard.
And then like cancer is hard. I guess it's like pre-cancer. Let's just call it cancer for the sake of like ease, but at stage 0, they said. That's hard on any family, but also her and Lena aren't in a great place.
Right. Yeah.
You know, this show's been so realistic in depicting a real marriage, which means it's hard and it takes a lot of work. And just to see everything going on with Monte and then this on top of it, like they needed a vacation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a long one.
Unfortunately, things like this sometimes bring couples together or set them back on track.
Right.
It's unfortunate that it has to be this, but I also feel like with Steph sort of pardoning Monte and saying like you guys can work together, I think it's a sign of better days for the two of them.
Yeah.
And I just really appreciate, again, how realistic this show is and how not every day is a good day, because in life, that's not how it is. So it's cool for viewers of all ages to see how a real relationship is.
Right.
And the fact that she keeps bringing up Monte's stuff, I was like, it killed me, but I was like, yeah, like people do that.
Yeah.
Salt in the wound.
Did everybody see Steph's face when Monte came over and gave her speech?
So good.
Amazing.
Oh
It was
my
amazing.
God.
And good, as you should, because guess what, woman? You came into the house of a married couple.
Yeah.
And it's some people don't take it serious, but I'm happy to see Stephanie to take it serious because it's not a game. They have a family and responsibilities.
And the fact that she was like, I will let you sit on my couch, but I will not be cordial.
Right.
I will not have like pleasantries and ask how your
Exactly.
day was. That was an amazing scene. Also, like, so necessary just for Lena and Monte's sake.
Yeah.
I want to believe that this storyline is over with Monte.
I don't think that it is.
I hope so, and I don't want Monte being like a person that had just come out. You know, you're just so motivated to figure things out and like live your life.
Right.
I don't need her to also start comforting Lena again and have this happen, because Lena, one of two things is going to happen to Lena. Either she's going to attach herself to Stephanie and see Stephanie for everything she is and get scared that she's going to lose her, or she's going to get frustrated because Stephanie's going to push her away because she's emotionally destroyed after this, and then she's going to find comfort in Monte again.
I think that she definitely will find comfort in Monte, or Monte will like try to give her comfort, but I do not think that Lena will reciprocate it. I do think that is dead in the water, but I think it not being reciprocated will raise some questions for Monte, and Monte needing to leave and explore things on her own, you know what I mean? Because she can't move on past a woman who is married.
And who you work side by side with.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think that the storyline will like continue in that sense. I think that Monte will leave us eventually.
I do too.
Possibly this is her like last season.
Yeah.
Just because like her character is smart.
Right.
And her character would know that she needs to leave this school eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
she's-
that's why she suggested it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that like it's the middle of the school year. She's not gonna like abort ship right now.
No.
But I think Lena is like the caregiver. She's gonna play the role of the nurse for her sick wife. And while she's not gonna go to Monte for support, Monte's gonna see that this person needs like a hand. And if she's upset at school, she's gonna like pat her on the back.
Right.
Yeah. Some of my Twitter friends, they actually bring up a really good point. I might stalk Teri Polo on Twitter and Instagram, low
Oh,
key.
good for you.
She cut her hair, and I completely forgot about it. So I think maybe she's going through radiation, and they maybe like cut her hair on camera, something like really cool and edgy.
Oh, I saw that picture.
Yeah. So her hair is really short IRL. So I think everyone's saying like, I think she goes through radiation and then everything's okay. So I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
You know, because we want her to be okay.
This is the last thing that Brandon needs right now.
Oh my God,
He is
and
so
that.
stressed already. Emo Brandon is on the rise.
Right.
But like part of me is like scared for Brandon, and we didn't really talk about this, but like, hello, the bartender flirt.
For real.
So cute.
I have a lot
yeah.
of concerns, but please continue.
Okay, so like my feeling is like, don't give up on your dreams, but I feel like it's very convenient that he started playing the piano and then he's going to start working there and then he's going to get comfortable, and you should never get comfortable because that's really
No.
bad.
He's working there to get money to pay for Julia.
I don't know, man.
Or for his mom.
Okay, if this girl's working behind the... Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
If this girl's working behind the bar serving drinks, she's over 21.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you doing with this 17-year-old boy?
Well, I think
be
you only have to be
surprised.
I think, well, so you only have to be 18 to serve alcohol, because I was a server, so I know that.
Okay.
So she could be closer to his age, but probably definitely out of high school.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's 21 for sure if she's a bartender. However, you have to. When I was 21, as much as I was older, you're still a kid.
I just don't need that influence on Brandon.
Right.
You know?
I mean, Brandon's almost 18.
Why is it that every single time he dates anybody but Callie, it's like this wrecking ball of a person? You know what I mean? Who just like drinks and does drugs and like tries to ruffle his feathers.
What do you think, Steph?
He's drawn to chaos.
He is.
In Virginia.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. The exact same situation.
With you?
His name is Lucas. Shout out to Lucas out there. I swear to God, he was a senior in high school.
AFTERBUZZ TV exclusive.
We worked at a restaurant together, and you spend a lot of time. And I remember he started younger, and I never nothing. And then he got older, and literally
You watched him grow up?
No, I mean he started at 17, but I'm saying he turned 18, and I was 21 or 22.
He pounced on it.
So lit. Listen up.
Isn't that ridiculous? But it happens, and I was like in love with him. Like you don't understand. This boy had my heart.
And actually, Lucas is calling in right now. So
Hello, Lucas.
No, I got it.
thanks, dude.
It happens. I'm saying.
Just a record, that's not Lucas. Thank you for sharing that. You're such a relatable person to these characters.
Oh my God, it's so bad. I know. But I'm just saying, so this could definitely happen, and there's nothing wrong with it. Brandon seems kind of mature with the exception of his emotional problems.
Sure.
Cracking me up so much right now. I can't handle it.
Okay, Brandon's piano playing. When they started the episode with him in Disney Hall and panning across the full orchestra, I've never felt so like proud for a TV character before.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and then the fact that they like, I love these like performance scenes on TV because then you could like pan the audience and see like all the characters we've missed all summer. I guess it's winter. What month is this?
I don't even know.
January.
Because this is the longest break. It's ridiculous.
It was just like the most like heartwarming opening.
Yeah.
It's so like cinematic, you know?
Yes.
And then intense and sexy. With those little the little flashes to them having sex. Oh yeah, I was like, bringing it in.
It was just, it was a laugh. I was like, oh really? They're gonna do this? Okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, but it's so good.
love
It's
it.
just so.
And then I found out that, so for my other job, I interviewed Kat McNamara, who played Kat, and I asked her, obviously, because I'm your girl and I want to ask her about everything Foster's, about filming and like where her character went and stuff. And she's like, actually, because I booked the role on Shadowhunters, the writers had to quickly write me out of the show and I had to stop filming. So wouldn't it have been weird if Kat was like had like a legit storyline and she would have caused more trouble? Because at first I thought, oh, maybe they're putting her on the show to introduce the freeform audience to her, and this is the part.
Yeah.
But actually, it happened way before that, and she had found out while she was filming that she booked Shadowhunters. So she was like, I don't even know what happened. I was like, oh, we haven't seen him perform at Concert Hall yet. I was like, I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my God. She had no idea what I was talking about. But
that's
I did.
so funny. Thank God it's another freeform show. So they were like, okay, sure. Like, bye.
Yeah. No, it worked out for her. I mean, like she's the lead on this other show, but I thought it was so funny. She's like, they had to write me out real quick.
That's what a fun little fact.
Her, dude.
Thank you, Jillian, for asking that.
Yeah,
I know.
You are so welcome. I mostly just embarrassed myself when I asked her, but it's all for you guys.
I just say it is so weird to be saying freeform now.
I know.
The new name for ABC Family.
I know.
Oh.
Stephanie, okay?
No, nothing.
We have to move past.
Yes,
I can't do this to you.
continue.
Okay.
So, last thing about Brandon, it's a small thing, so don't worry. Did you guys notice in his bedroom, I think it's a big Gandalf poster on the wall?
No,
oh my God.
didn't.
So, you know, like where like the beads and like noodle
Wait, yes,
string
I did.
is?
I did notice
Across
it.
there.
I did notice it.
Is it a new poster?
I've never seen it before. Who knows if it's new? But I'm just obsessed with like the attention to detail on the set.
They did like a small moment with it. Not like a small moment with it, but they were panning slowly too. I saw you start writing things too when that was happening. I was like, what could he possibly be writing about?
I took copious notes. It's either Gandalf with his big white beard.
He's like, what Gandalf?
Or it's the cover of The Giver, that black and white picture with the big beard.
Yes.
So he's not in the back bigger reader so far on the scene.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
So keep an eye out, guys, please. Other things I'm obsessed with watching, we saw a Steph with her coffee cup scene again.
Yes.
Wrote that one down too. Okay, we have to talk about the return of Jesus. He has come back, aka Jesus.
It's not even Easter. Oh my God.
I love the way you shook your head with that too.
I'm Jewish and I knew that. Yeah, I know. I know about Easter. Yeah, I know about Easter. Don't worry about it.
I celebrate the Jewish. I celebrate Hanukkah.
I just say he's so tall, so much taller than JT Austin.
Yes.
Listen, personally, I think it's an upgrade.
I would agree with that completely.
Okay.
He's 2.0.
He really
Heaven
did
did him
great.
well.
Oh my God! Hashtag Jake T. Austin blocked me on Twitter.
That is my favorite
So
thing.
I'm really for
can't believe
Noah.
that.
I'm for Noah.
But the fact that he is so tall kind of fits perfectly with the story because he's growing. He's at puberty. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it was perfect too because you could tell it just was definitely puberty.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks great.
Also,
He does.
good for the writers for being like, this actor doesn't want to be on the show anymore. Let's not like throw this curveball and ruin our story. Let's just recast him.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
And now it's perfect. I think, I applaud this kid because I really do feel like he watched season 1 and really paid attention to what Jesus was because he's acting the way
Exactly.
Jake did.
I thought the same thing.
Okay.
He's bringing us a little bit more, which is great because this is what we wanted from him.
And yet,
good.
he did not kiss Lexi when he had the opportunity.
Yeah.
But how hot was that when he was like, I'll keep that in mind or whatever he said.
Yeah.
And he backed up like very just to let her know. Which I want to bring this back to like Jonner. How I forget like in high school things happen as much as it might be so intense. In 2 months that's bye.
Nice.
And so
Let's be real. It's like that in adulthood too.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Everything has really changed.
How exciting to see Lexi back, though.
really exciting.
Actually, it made me laugh really hard when she came into the bathroom and she was like, "Remember all the times we used to make out in here?" And like, as Noah, I'm like, "Nope."
I thought the same thing.
know.
I was like, he wasn't there, so he doesn't know.
Which made him even hotter because if I was her, I'd be like, "Oh, I want you even more now." What do you mean you don't remember? No, but he almost seems annoyed. Like I don't think he cares about either, or his heart's kind of still with Emma.
Yeah. He's doing a great job, though, dude. Like, when he turned away when Lexi put up that poster and he was like,
I love that all three of them did. They were like,
The guys
we're
are
not
like,
even going to be a part of
abort.
this. Yes, exactly.
But why wouldn't he still be in love with Emma? She looks great. That red
looks
hair.
so
She looked incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like that.
We
was
all
amazing.
commented. We were like,
We're like,
"Dang,
wow.
girl."
We love talking about the cast hair so much.
Oh, yeah.
We love the
By
hair.
we, it's me. It's just me. But I'm kind of like peeved at Lexi. She's coming back to see her best friend, and now she's running against her.
I think what she's going to do is like, I want to show Emma that you can be, foo-foo and win a presidency.
Okay, Jillian, you
And
have
she's
a lot
trying to
of
get a point,
you have a lot of insider facts.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's currently
She's like, you're right, please.
it's currently up in the air in this episode whether or not Jesus is going back to school or not. Do we know if he's going to be here for the full episodes of the season?
Yeah, he's going to be here for the full episodes. We heard that he's going to be going to school for that. And we also see him at school because that's when the poster thing happened when he saw
Oh, you're
the poster.
right.
Yeah, he already started.
So he is going to be around. Hopefully he wants to come on our show. I've been trying to get in touch with his management, fingers crossed, because I would love to meet him. He definitely has a hard job, as Jeff said. But I think the overall sort of like response from the fans has been really positive, and I think that's in great part to the creators and the cast being like, he's amazing.
Yeah.
We love working with him.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because they're not throwing shade in any sense. They're just really commending how great of an actor he is to be able to step into someone else's role.
Absolutely.
And I think that JT Austin unknowingly did them a big favor by kind of leaving, and there was like a tiff, whether it's made up or not. It seems like he was like ditching the show, and so it was easier for the fans to be like, you know what, it's fine, we'll embrace the new kid.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. There was, it is what it is at this point. This happens on shows a lot.
Yeah.
And I just really think that everyone's thrilled. I even saw Bradley tweet about how they're so happy with Noah, and this is the Jesus that they imagined from the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, that's
this
really
is the
nice.
Jesus I imagined too. Just from this episode, the way he was I don't know, because I feel like you could tell before. That's why I had tweeted. I was like, guys, let's stop talking about, like, let Homeboy move on. And let's focus on Noah and embrace him better.
And nice to see him at the big family dinner table at the end of the episode. And Annie Potts, we always love.
That's her name. I was trying to think of her name the whole time. She is so
Oh,
funny
I
to
love
me.
her. Her husband directs a lot of the episodes.
Yes.
I was so nervous though when she was like walking around in her slippers and like acting flaky, and I was like,
she was like going to sneak cigarettes or something.
I was like,
didn't
are we
get
doing
it.
like another dementia storyline? I was so nervous.
Right.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
thought that for a second when she walked by the tree and she's like, oh.
Yeah, the
And I
fact
was
that
like,
she's
she was
dating a
cuckoo,
young guy.
yeah.
But also, like, what youth juice is she drinking? Because I want some.
For real.
Find out.
Like, who's her doctor? Oh my God. No wrinkles on that forehead. I'm like,
her youth
I'm
juice.
20.
You know what it is, right?
What?
It's that young little booty.
I was going to say, she's getting it from a younger guy.
She's getting it in that trainer.
That note, we're circling back to predictions, guys. Right. I got to cut you off.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, I'd ask who wants to start, but we're almost out of time, so I'm going to start.
Great.
I have no prediction specifically, but I'm just so excited for the musical. We know that that's going to be like a big part of this season. I've been calling that since season 1. When like the bands and the fact that Cierra sings, and I want everybody in this like Von Trapp family musical, and I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Me too.
What do you think is going to happen, Anna?
I don't really.
I was calling you Anna the mom.
I don't really have any predictions, but I'm actually hoping that with Jude and Connor's dad, that they actually keep in contact with Connor being gone, and maybe that they can build some sort of relationship, and Connor can see that and trust his dad when he comes back.
Oh, I love that. Steph, what do you got?
Go ahead. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for the musical episode as well. We know it's Romeo and Juliet, and Corbin Bleu from High School Musical is in it, whom I love. So
is he still playing high schoolers?
Yeah, it's crazy. He's got that young face. But I am excited to see how Callie reacts to AJ running away, because it's very Callie of him to do something like that.
Ooh,
so I'd like to
Fost and
see if
Found.
she's going to be hypocritical. Like, if she's going to be a hypocrite, or she's going to agree with what has been happening. So we'll see. But I'm excited to see Callie grow, 'cause she's grown a lot, and we have like 11 more episodes to sort of see how she's doing.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of that now
Probably
that
more
she
than that.
the adoption's behind her.
Yeah.
It's going to allow her to blossom.
Yeah.
Anything specific? What about Girls United, Steph?
Oh, I mean, well,
We love our girls.
I am. Daphne actually posted something today that she was on Fox News, so we know we're gonna see her.
Yeah, she's coming back. She's coming in studio.
Right. So she's gonna be on the show. I'm excited to see. I think Stephanie's character is gonna go nuts this season. I think it's gonna be huge because she has like so many things going on with herself, and then I really am excited to see Cierra and Lexi's relationship, because you know when you're growing up, girls change and they're not best friends forever.
So true.
Oh, there's some.
They might get catty with each other. Who
There's
knows?
some history behind those comments over there.
No, I'm still always with my best friends from 14.
Okay.
Shout out to the Fat Five.
Well, we're gonna go call Lucas.
Yeah, let's call Lucas.
Guys, this was so much fun. We'll be back next week. If you want to watch us live, you're allowed. We do 7:05 on Tuesday nights. Guys, where can they find you on the internet before we leave you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jillian Leff, and you can also find me on Snapchat at Jilly Leff.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at the Stephanie Giorgi.
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hotshot Dude.
I tweet and Instagram beautiful pictures from @JeffMasters1. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.